taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
He had no sign of him cooling down at all.
Boston, the man in motion left. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
He'll buy some time right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll pitch it out to Achane.
Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
The Vikings at 7-1 now on the year, and they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
They'll run, Achane.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Ninth play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal?
It's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards brings up 4th and goal.
Now it's Jackson. Touchdown! Calvin Austin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. Short pass caught by Henry. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Able to slither by. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 29 yards. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return will stop right around the 25. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down and 6 now. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a second and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Javonte Williams with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, a run by Achane. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Jackson. Throw caught by Achane. He's across midfield and down right around the 37. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. To throw is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
We changed it. We changed it.
Now Lamar changing the play. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson back into his end zone. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Play action. Now Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. It's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 1-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Set at the line for this next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be, there he goes, right side. Javonte Williams. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Javonte Williams. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On first down, back to Achane. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Achane on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jackson on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, and for the first time, now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They begin the drive with Williams. There he goes left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 119 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
As always, no rooting interest here. But that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now 3rd down and 7. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now Sam Sloman is on. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10.